Welcome back. Today we are just going to go ahead and work on the B17 mission because it needs to get finished. So let's get started. Alright, so this is going to be a build video. I'm just going to start building and probably quietly do it at some point and just speak when there is a reason to speak because I kind of want to get this done. But I wanted to also record it, so that's what I'm doing. And yeah, so what this is going to be, I can go ahead and show you that before we get started. I'm going to go ahead and save this really quick. And I can't get the color right. But if we come out here, you can see, whoops. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I can't get the color right. So whatever color this ground is, I'll probably have to dig into the files and maybe it's in there. But I tried to match it, even using Photoshop and doing a screenshot. And whatever the lighting is doing to this real color, I can't get it to match. So this is as close as I got. But let me get this out of here again. And then run over here and show you the mission editor. Because the reason I want to do this is I want to show you what the idea is. Alright, so in order for this B17 mission to work, I need to do a few things that are kind of hacky, but let me show you. So I'm going to get in the mission editor and then I'm going to come back out here. Hold on. Alright, so it should spawn. There it is. Okay, and what I want to show you is I'm building it out over the water here. So what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to build this platform, and we'll try to make it a little bit better looking, maybe on the underside, like there's pillars or something, whatever. And the B17 is going to come over here. I'm going to fill this in, I think. And the B17 will sit on this platform. And right about here somewhere where the bomb bay is, we're going to open this up possibly. I don't know if I have to do that yet. I haven't checked, but we're going to go ahead and see. But if I have to open it up and load B17 bombs from below, which is kind of silly, that's not how they did it. But in order for us to load the B17 bombs on here, I may have to do a underground loading system. And there is a reason that I want the bombs to be separate from the plane. And I mean separate from the plane as far as like a totally different object. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and figure out if we can get the props that we want. Maybe a Jeep or something with some bombs. And we load it into the B17. But I really don't know. But we're going to figure it out. Okay, let's go figure it out. Alright, so I'm spawning the B17 somewhere? Oh, everything. Alright, so there's the platform. Hopefully the B17 stays put. And it seems to be. That's because we built this last time. And I may change this where these don't actually come down, because as soon as they come down, this sucker's going to roll. So we'll probably just leave little, you know, wheel chocks, whatever they're called. I'll fill this hole in. But right here, can I even open that up? I don't even think it's hooked up yet. So many things left to do. It's just little things, but everything takes time. Oh, I can't get in? Why can't I get in? Oh, because I messed up my ladder. Alright, so let's go down on the other side of the B17 and put the not the ladders, but put the floor back where it belongs. And now it's back. Oh, wait, is that supposed to be a door? I don't remember. Alright, so we're going to do a hackety-hack job here. And just get the B17 doors to open. And we really don't care. Actually, we could use the universal canopy slider, which I seem to use for everything. And we're going to connect it to somewhere. And I think that's it, right? Just hook up the logic and we're done. Alright, so we have enough room under here to go ahead and build something that loads the bombs. I don't know what that thing is yet. And let's see. It's right at this line. So we can pretty much open up a hole that's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 blocks long. And what we can do is we can just build a, I don't know, a device with 4 bombs. Because I think this holds 4. Yeah, it holds 2 on each side. And what it does is it will extend upward with the bombs being hooked on. No, that won't work because then it's going to hit this platform walkway right here. The plot thickens. No, wait. An idea is coming here. What if we wouldn't actually have to do that? All we have to do is have the bombs on a platform, like a forklift almost. So they're not attached or they could be attached just a little bit on in the middle here, right? So the bomb is attached to a thingamajob, bob, 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 and it comes up, and then a powered rail pushes the bomb a little bit higher, all the way up to this edge here, this walkway. Would that be able to push 2 bombs upwards? I don't know. But we're gonna figure that out. So let's head into the editor and figure it out.
Hopefully. Okie dokie. It loaded on top of the other one. Wow. Okay.
Let's spawn the mission again. Alright, here we go. Nice, clean. Why is it higher? Oh, because I built that. Interesting. Okay, so adding the bottom part made it go higher. So I lowered it back down. And, you know, it's not perfect, but you can see what it's doing over here. So what I tried to do was add inside here just a little bit more bumper. So maybe the tires, yeah, they're not touching the inside anymore. So I think that's going to help that look better. And so we'll spawn the plane like this, and we can move it slightly left, maybe. When we spawn it, it's okay. And then the idea is, if I can go ahead and open the bomb bay. So what we're going to do is we're going to build some kind of device down here with bombs on it. And we'll build some kind of control panel. I don't know. Could be like right here on one of these things or something. And we're going to raise the bombs in there. And then they will attach to those rails.
Nuts.
Without falling. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to go 4 forward. And I think we could go at least 3 on the back side, if we want to be exact. We could leave it open like that, for now at least, until we get the bombs in there. And then once they're in there, we will go ahead and see what happens. Hopefully we don't have an issue with the bombs being loaded straight in, and then the plane being at an angle. Alright, so I think I got it to a point where I can show you what this does and how it works. So it's loaded. Yes, it's loaded. Okay, so this is the Milk Run mission. So what we're going to do in the mission when this is finished, we're going to load the B17 onto the runway, which is a new fake runway that I've added. And the reason I've done this is because, if you were watching, I'm building a bomb loading system. So what we're going to do is go ahead, load all this nice little mission props. And I tried different ways. I tried to create a Jeep. I actually didn't create the Jeep, but I had planned to create a Jeep so that it could come under here. But looking at it and just doing a quick test, this B17 is way too low. And I thought about bringing a ramp that comes down in here, and so you would back up the Jeep and load the B17, and I think I will still try to do that. So right now I just wanted to create a mechanism that could load the B17 so I could get this mission and the B17 out the door. So this loads the bombs, and that's good enough right now. And this little contraption, as you've seen on the previous videos, keeps the B17 from rolling backwards. And this has been pretty stable in my test. It took a lot of trial and error to get here, because the bombs were flying everywhere and not fitting quite right in the bomb bay. So I'm just going to show you now, after you saw the time lapse, how this works. So what we do, if the battery doesn't go dead before I do it, is we come over here and we open the B17 bomb bay doors. And, you know, this is just temporary, but we have the B17 doors opening, and this needs to be covered up, but that's fine. And so once it's open, we have a control, and I'm going to clean this up and make it look a little bit more like a military type of box. I don't know, maybe I'll put wheels on it or something. I don't know. But the idea is we'll have a control system, might be a little farther back out of the wing area here maybe. And what you'll do is you'll go into stage 1, and we'll just go ahead and start raising the bombs up into the bomb bay. So stage 1 is just to get this part here to a safe spot, because what I'm doing here is I'm holding the bombs onto the rack with these bars, and then right here is a rail, and the rail is holding the bombs onto the rail. Wait, you know what I mean. The bombs are connected to this block here by a rail. That makes more sense. Okay, and so what I do next is I will be pushing the bombs up, and they will get off of this rail, and they will go ahead and snap to that rail on the inside, on both sides. So let's see if we can do this by going into the camera mode so you can see what's happening. So let's do this. So now we're inside the B17, and you can see the bombs are coming up, and they will snap to the rail probably about there. And all of this was a pain in the butt because the B17 sits at an angle, which means the bomb loader had to be at an angle as well to get the rails to work properly. So once they're in here, I'm going to have to come in here. I'm not in here right now. I'm actually a camera. See, I'm a camera. So let me go walk in there and go ahead and get through the back door here. The B17 sits slightly higher now with the new wheels, and I've made a little bit more clearance on the ball turret. So we do have to use a handle now to get in. Didn't used to have to do that. Used to sit a little bit lower, but that's okay. I think it's easy enough to get in compared to some of the other planes, so I'm happy with that. So once these bombs are up, right now they're just sitting here and they're attached to the rails. So if I were to lower the rail system back down, the loading system back down, they would fall out. So what I do is I click this button here, and I've added these pipes to the bottom. So now the bombs are actually being held in by the pipes, and what we'll do is we'll set up a system so that this button doesn't only just do it right here, but you know, in the bombarder section we will drop the bombs. So we're going to go back outside. I'm just going to show you that the bombs are now sitting where they should be. So we're going to go ahead and lower stage 2 and lower stage 1. I think I can do them at the same time pretty safely, and that comes back down, and the bombs are sitting up there and they're being held on the racks. And so, you know, we can go ahead and, oh, let's just drop them. Let's just drop, oh, I forgot, I need to actually use that. So we'll just go ahead and drop them, and I'll show you what it looks like. So when this is hooked up properly, you know, we could, I don't know, we could stagger this? I don't know, we can't really stagger this because what happens is the rail brakes are in these bombs, and these bombs are independent vehicles. So that is for a reason. But so we can't hook this up directly to the B17 now, at least not without the remote code. I don't know how that works, so maybe that's something we do later. But for right now, they are not staggered dropping. They just drop, and there they go. It's cool. It works, and I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to go ahead and start the B17 and see if I can fly away at the end of this video. Alright, so it's getting late in the day, so I just want to go ahead and wrap up this video by telling you where we are and what we're doing. And what we have left here is to get the B17 bomb bay and bomb dropping capabilities hooked up inside the bomber itself. And I think I have a few more components I have to hook up on the instrument panel. Nothing too critical, but you know, it's not quite done. So that is what I have left to do. And then, of course, I'm going to finish off the mission for this, and that's kind of a secret, so I'm not going to reveal what the mission is, because that would be no fun. So, can't wait to get this into your hands. Probably going to be another week or so. I would say 2 weeks to be safe, and I can't wait. So that's it for today. I will see you next time, and thanks for watching, and I will... yeah, I'm just going to stay right here. See you next time!